Welcome. Thank you to coming cooking with Andrea today. Today we're going to be making a jambalaya. So we're going to get started. I've got some wonderful smoked sausage, a brand we just tried recently. It's called M as in Mary Bar, because there's an S bar. So many different kinds of sausages, but you know, me and my hubby, you know already, that's my thing, mine and his thing. So I'm just going to I took 4 sausages, and they're smoked, and I just sliced them down the middle, cut them, and just going ahead and gonna get them in, because I'm gonna put the chicken in first. So we're doing a sausage chicken jambalaya. I'm excited. This is just our little lunch for today. We've been out getting our yard and everything prepared for winter. It's been crazy. So just going to explain a few things and then we're going to get started. So I have 4 sausages right here. I have chicken breast. I'm going to grab my tongs because I've already scrubbed and washed. I put 1 chicken breast only because mine's going to be sausage, smoked sausage forward. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over there. So what I'm going to do is use 1 chicken breast and 4 sausages, and then I've got some really wonderful vegetables. I'm going to go ahead and get these cut up. Finish cutting them up, but I wanted to do something to show you, hey, I cut it up. The only thing I'm not doing online right now here is the chicken, so I don't get all dirty and cross-contaminated and all that good stuff. So we're going to get rid of this one, because I'm going to use this to scoop my chicken in when it's time. Okay, we're going to use 1 little teaspoon of olive oil. I'm just going to put it in there. My pan, don't need too much. Just going to make sure I gave myself a teaspoon. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and get my meat cooking, my chicken first. And then we'll go ahead and get everything else sauteed. So, okay, so out of my garden, I went ahead and I took my bell peppers. Last week I told you guys we ended up having to harvest. We did. It was crazy. So I have a whole bunch of small ones because it's kind of cold out. So we're going to get down to freezing in probably the next week, or maybe not. You know, the weather sometimes you can't predict. So what I'm going to end up coming out with is about almost a cup of bell pepper. And like I said, I'm just using from my garden. I cut 1 tomato up. I'm going to just add it in at the end, or when I'm cooking. Okay, most important is onion. So the onion, you guys know I can't tell a food lie. I just cannot tell an onion food lie. That's just not me. So my onion is pureed. Yours does not have to be that. Just chop 1 onion. I chopped 1 onion, or I pureed 1 onion. If it was me though, make sure you chop everything about the same. So whatever the size your bell peppers are, if you like big chop, do big. I prefer small. It's easier to cook. That means I know everything will cook in the right time it's supposed to cook. So it's 1 onion, but mine is pureed. But like I said, you guys just chop yours. Okay, so what we are going to do though is we are going to chop our green onions, and that's going to go after. Garlic, I have a whole tablespoon of garlic. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that cut up real fast here. So I'm going to go ahead and get our meat on first, and then it'll make some room for me, and we'll be good. I got all our lovely seasonings too. Oh, I got some good seasonings today. I'm really super excited. We've got some celery salt, some thyme, some bay leaf. We've got some creole Cajun seasoning with some paprika. So I'm going to go ahead and get my pan started. We're going to go on. We're going to do a hot pot. And then what we're going to do is drop it down to 212. 212. We're going to drop it to 212. I'm going to go ahead, since I already have the oil in there, I'm going to go ahead and dump my chicken in so I can go ahead and get my chicken off the counter and make sure I'm good to go. And then I'll properly put my chicken away in just a little bit. I'm going to give a quick rinse, bleach, so I'm good. So, you know, I'm not real super worried about it. Usually I pay a lot of attention, but where I did put my my tongs down, I just gave a little wash off my counter. But pretty much everything is bleached on my counter. My hands are bleached all the time. My skin looks terrible on my hands because I'm always in bleach, cleaning, cooking, and so forth. So we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken started here. I'm gonna take a little bit of my seasoned celery salt here, and I'm gonna put it in with my chicken. I'm not gonna put it all in, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spice up my chicken with this, give it a little salt. Chicken needs just a little bit of salt. So everything here is one teaspoon. Everything. We can always add more. You can't go back. But you know me, I love flavor, so I'm gonna go crazy here, and I'm putting the flavors in. Only thing I'm careful for is my Creole seasoning also has salt, a lot of salt content. So we do have to be careful we don't over salt, but we're having jambalaya. So jambalaya is rice based, so that's how you season it. Okay. So we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and put my sausage in, because we're gonna cook this and then we're gonna boil it too. So we're gonna just put it all in. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna stir it up. Just get it stirred up. We're gonna get everything browning in there. I'm gonna push this back and let it cook. And then right now, what we're gonna do is bring our veg over again. I'm gonna flip my board, and I am going to cut my bell pepper. And I use this on my sausage, my knife, no chicken. I already did my chicken and cleaned my knife. So we're good. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is get this in. I'm going to use every part of my bell pepper. I'm really pleased that I have bell peppers this year. Last year I didn't do so well. We had a real bad freeze. And so a lot of our vegetables, our tomatoes did not grow. But this year, good harvest this year. Actually, you know, even though we've been so cold, we're still doing fine. Everything's still growing. We have tomatoes galore. We still have peppers. I was afraid they were going to freeze the other day, but they did not freeze, even though we got down pretty low. Okay. I just want some brown on my meat. And I am going to cook it though, because next step would be my rice. And so I'm just cutting these up. Try and stay as uniform as possible, because that's how you make sure that everything cooks at the right speed. Like my onions will cook a little bit faster, which is good because mine are not this big. But you know, I love the onion flavor. I just cannot handle the texture. I just do not like the texture of an onion. To me, it's too harsh. Even though I could put twice the amount of onion most people do just chopping, it's more of a texture issue for me. I don't like the crunch that it gives me. But the bell pepper, oh gosh. The carrot, snap peas, when I'm doing stir fries, oh, I love the crunch of it. But not the onion. The onion freaks me out. Remember, tuck your fingers. With my other knife that I use all the time when I'm cooking, that one you have to tuck your fingers, otherwise you could miss a finger. Okay. We're going to cook for a little bit longer, and then I'll bring it to you guys to see, but I want my chicken done more than that. But that's okay, we got a few things to do for a minute. Beautiful day today. It's gorgeous. We got a little breeze out there, got sunshine. So nice. I see about a cup. So it kind of matches my onion. Cup. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our green onion. And our green onion is going to be more like a garnish. I'm going to put it on top. because my husband and son are so good. They do not mind if I don't put it in to cook it. They don't mind as long as it's in there, they're fine. Garnish, they get a little bit of crunch. Okay, now we're going to use my knife. So I decided we just needed a nice little rice dish today for lunch. So that's what we're going to have, a little jambalaya. I love it. It's not going to be too spicy, and if it's not spicy enough, we can add just a little bit. Okay, everything's nice and warm here. Let me check. Okay. Oh, looking fantastic. Okay. We are good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my board over here now, because we are ready to go. And then what I'm going to do is leave my onion and my bell pepper and wastes, and I'm going to leave also my garlic over there and my tomato, so I can bring in just what I really need. And we're good. I'm going to put my green onion over here on this little platter. It makes it easier to show you guys. So I'm just letting my chicken cool down in my sausage for a second. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it in, I'm just going to actually lay it on my board, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my onions cooking and my bell pepper. So everything looks good. Chicken's looking fine. Like I said, I'm just going to put it on my board, so it's already kind of pretty much cooked. Everything's pretty much cooked. What I'll do is, the chicken is actually perfectly fine. Chicken is perfectly cooked inside. Yeah, just needs a little bit more cooking, but it's going to get it when I go ahead and put the rice in and the liquid. Okay, so I got some good bits at the bottom of this pan. Very good. The chicken's actually good. Has a little bit of celery salt. That's it. Okay. Oh my goodness, my pan is beeping at me. Okay. Now that we got all our veggie here, I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil. Just a drip. It's probably about a half a teaspoon. Couldn't say a teaspoon. It won't be too oily. We have a lot of rice going in there. It's about a teaspoon. So I'm going to put my bell pepper, and I'm going to go ahead and make it a hot pot and drop it to 212. I'm just going to put it in there, let it start cooking. I'm going to put the onion in as well. I have so much liquid in my onion because I puree mine, so it tastes really good. Okay, I love my pan, my pots and my pans, because I can use a fork and I won't hurt it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is move this right on over here so we can go ahead and get cooking our veg. Squeeze in. Let me be talented. Today, sometimes I'm like a bull in a china shop. Or, I can just be so heavy-handed some days. Okay, I'm actually going to turn this to 260 so I can get it cooking. Wow, you can smell the onion already. And so for me, this satisfies me and my family, because we do get a good onion flavor, because we get a lot of liquid from the onion because we're pureeing the onion. And then we get the beautiful color of the bell pepper. It's going to have that fantastic flavor. So I'm always excited when things like that come together and just smells so good. There's nothing better than bell pepper and onions cooking. So we're going to end up using 2 cups of rice, which eventually make like 4 cups of rice. That's why I say it's just a lunch. So we're going to just throw, we got a good carb. We're working hard. We need some rice today. We need a little bit of veg and meat. Keep us getting everything weatherized, around the house, We still have a lot of vegetation that we have to water, so we have to take the hoses in and things like that and disconnect every night so that if it does freeze, we're not got broken sprinklers and hoses all over. Okay, this is cooking good. Smells great. Look at that. Look at that color, the white and the green. Beautiful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, after we get this in, we'll go ahead and get our rice in and get our meats in, and then that's when we're going to put the rest of our seasonings. Although I am going to dump my garlic now because I have onion liquid, so I can start cooking mine now. It won't burn my garlic. Okay, like I said, I like garlic, or if you do feel you need it. This is a jambalaya pot's a good pot, because if you decide you want more seasoning in it at the end, you can add fresh or you can use dried. Oh gosh, but man, it smells good already, that onion and bell pepper. So ironic how I do not like onion to crunch, but I do love onion. So, I don't know. I guess that's the weird in me. I guess we all have our own quirks though. Okay, so we're just going to let this heat a little bit more. Keep letting it cook just a little bit more. I don't want it to cook all the way though, because you know it's going to boil with our rice. So I'm just basically heating it so it has a chance to kind of bloom and let everything open. So fragrant with the onion and the bell pepper and the garlic. And I think it does much better when you put it on the pan to cook for a few minutes, and everything opens, everything simmers, and it smells so good. Then, like I said, we're going to dump our rice in, and then we're going to add our liquid, and then we're going to add our seasonings. But oh boy, it smells good. So this is a nice little fast lunch for us. It gets me in and out of the kitchen pretty fast. I don't have to worry about too much. Oh, look at though, you guys, you know how picky I am about an onion. I didn't get that one pureed or that one, so you know it has to come out of my pot. If I found it, we don't tell a food lie here. I'd rather not tell a food lie. Because if I really made it and had all those bunches of onions in there, I would really have to dig around to go ahead and take a bite. Now if I took a bite now, I could actually really eat it, and it would be something that I like. So I don't usually cook things that I don't like, unless I know my family likes them and I'm just really super picky. But, you know, by pureeing a lot of stuff, you know, you can get by that with that and learn how to eat it, because it's not as offensive. Okay, so now my 2 cups of rice are going to go in, because my onion, bell pepper, and garlic is perfect. So 2 cups of rice, I'm going to add 5 cups of liquid. You can use any chicken stock you want. Half the time I use Knorr, but I got this on sale. Actually, let me rephrase this. My husband got it on sale. So here's 4 cups. Let's get it in. And then, you know me, I've been talking a lot about the Campbell's chicken broth. That stuff is good stuff. This reminds me of when I make stock myself. I love that. I'm going to turn my pan up to higher. I'm going to go 425 right now, because this is going to drop everything. So I want to get my rice boiling and stuff before I do anything, before I top it or, you know, put my lid on it. I'm going to go ahead. That was 4. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take another cup. That makes 5 cups of liquid. And then I'm going to just get everything stirred around. And we're good there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 teaspoon of thyme. And I'm going to put in the rest of my celery salt, which was 1 teaspoon. I'm going to put my bay leaves in. There's 3 little bay leaves there. And then I'm just going to stir it up. Smells good. I'm going to go ahead and I have a half a teaspoon of paprika and a half a teaspoon of creole seasoning. Because creole seasoning, I can go ahead and put more in, but I do not want it to be offensively spicy. I like flavor. I don't need spice 100% to burn my mouth. But if I think it's not, then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a half teaspoon and just measure it out and then just drop it in like we would do salt and pepper. Basically, that's all that you're doing, is making it like your salt and pepper aspect. Okay, as soon as my pot heats up just a little bit more, I'm going to go 460. We're going to go 460. Oops, I found one other piece of big onion. And I am good to go. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead, bring this up. And as soon as I bring it up, what we're going to do is put a tablespoon of wonderful tomato paste. This stuff is really delicious. It's going to make a nice, rich, earthy flavor, acid. It's going to be just absolutely gorgeous. We'll get that incorporated. And then what we're going to do is add our meat back in. Normally when I do 2 cups of rice, always I do 4.5 cups of liquid when I do rice regular. I did 5 though because I have meat. So I don't want my meat to just saturate or swallow up all my juices. Okay, so we got a little bit of a boil here. So we're going to go ahead. I'm actually going to use the other ones so I can mix better but not kill my vegetables. And let me put this back here so you can see it. So all we're doing is just incorporating everything. One little hot pot. This is an inexpensive meal, or a little lunch meal. You can also make it for dinner. Sometimes I do it for my husband with shrimp and little pieces of fish, or I do shrimp and scallop. My husband's a good seafood guy. It's kind of interesting though, my husband does not prefer to mix his seafood and sausage. He likes sausage or chicken. Sometimes we even do it 2 sausages, no chicken. Actually, you do not need a protein either. You do not. Honestly, you can use some mushrooms instead, but that's how you like it, how you and your family like it. Okay, so I've got a little boil here. So what we're going to do is add back our meat. We're going to add everything back into my pot. Oops, we got a runaway sausage. So this bar M sausage I was talking about, actually I had never tried it, but I'm trying to find, I had seen something on TV where they were making sausage sandwiches. So I was looking for a sausage that had a specific texture, because I want to do like it's a sausage slider, but I don't want it in sausage form. It's going to have to be broken up. So I've been trying a lot of different sausages. Boy, I tried this bar M as in Mary, not bar S. And boy, that's some good sausage. It has the texture I like. You can't tell now, because if you do it the way I did it, then it'll come out this way. But if you take the casing off and you smash it like how I want to do it, then you'll be able to see it. And you'll understand what I'm talking about. But what I like this sausage. It's a good sausage. So we're trying it in our jambalaya today because we tried it in some other things. But like I said, I'm looking for a specific sausage, so I'm still on the hunt. As soon as I find that one sausage that crumbles the way I want to make a slider, I'll be making the recipe. Okay, I think it's a perfect season. You know, I may have to try it again after it's done and just add a splash, because I think it could be just a hair spicier. Yeah, just a hair spicier, but we're going to let it because it hits my tongue at the back. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it. Now what I'm going to do is put my tomato in, and we are going to be good to go. And we are going to go ahead and cook this. It'll probably take about 30-35 minutes. Shouldn't be longer than that. And then as soon as it's done though, we'll come back and I'll show you how it looks. And we'll take a bite and top it with some green onion. So we'll be back. Welcome back. We are done. Jambalaya is done. So we're going to get it out of the pot about 35 minutes, and we are good to go. Here we go. We got some good jambalaya here. Let's get a couple pieces of bell pepper, and we're going to get, I got a lot of sausage in here. Get a couple pieces of chicken out. I'm going to pick through it. I already cheated. It tastes good. I took a little bite when it was cooking because, you know, I have to tell you guys too, because, you know, every rice and different things are different. You know, you never know. Also, I'm cooking on my induction so, you know, when you do that, it's different than your stovetop. Like normally I only make rice here because this is the actual burner that I love to make rice on. So what we're going to do is we've got everything in here. We got the bell pepper. We got chicken. We got lots of sausage. Double the amount of sausage we need. But that's what I like. And so does my husband. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of green onion. I'm just going to sprinkle it like that. And then leave it that way. So that's how it looks. Okay, I'm going to taste from the pot though. Look at everything looks good. It's supposed to have a little bit of wet, not too much. There's no more liquid in my pan, but I'm going to go straight to my pan and I'm going to try. I want to grab a piece of chicken, but let me grab a piece of chicken right here too. Okay? Really good. Got a little bit of kick. You can taste everything in it. I can taste onion. I can taste bell pepper. I get the creole seasoning. I get the sausage. The sausage is a good brand. Try that one. It's inexpensive. You can get it at Winco. I think there's like 10 or 12 sausages for only $5.49. Good price. My chicken is super tender. Remember, don't kill your chicken when you're cooking it because it'll make the food dry. So make sure you don't cook your chicken too much and let it finish cooking, boiling. Because I just got a piece. So delicious. Fast, inexpensive. So I say try it. Makes a great side dish too. Or with salad. So if you like the content, if you could please like and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. And I want to thank you all for subscribing. All the people who have been with me, all the support that I get every week when I put a video out. I just want to thank you and let you know I appreciate you all very much. And it means a lot to me. I love cooking. I want to do the very best I can. Thanks for everybody out there sharing their recipes with me so I can learn different ideas to make life exciting at home for my family. So thank you all very much. Have a blessed day. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.